In this question, there are two trains, A and B. Length of each train is 400 meter, and they are traveling with the speed of 72 kilometer per hour. 72 kilometer per hour. You should convert that into meter per second by multiplying by 5 by 18. Because the other values are in meters, so you can't use kilometer and hour. Okay, and again there is another time given as 50 seconds, so you convert the 72 kilometer per hour by multiplying by 5 by 18. And you can see 18 goes 4 times in 72, so 4 into 5, that gives you 20 meter per second. So each train has the speed of 20 meter per second. Keep that in mind. Now read on. What is given? Which train is ahead? A is ahead of B. So B is following A. Now there is a driver and there is a guard in every train, that you should know. The driver is in the front and the guard is in the back. So there is one train here, okay, and there is the other train following that one. So the second train is following. So A and B. And let us mark the position of driver and guard. So here in the train A, this is the driver of the train A. This is the guard of train A. Similarly, driver of train B and the guard of the train B. Okay. Now what is asked? What is given? Driver of B overtakes A by accelerating. So he increases his speed by at a rate of 1 meter per second square. And in 50 seconds he is able to overtake. And what happened 50 seconds later? The guard of B just brushes past the driver of A. So guard at B reaches driver at A, so that overtaking is completed. What to be calculated? What is the original distance between them? Them means the guard of B and the driver of A. So what is the original distance between them? Okay. Now the original distance we can mark here. So from the driver of the train A to the guard of the train B, this is the original distance between them. We need to calculate this one, this distance. Let us call this as D, the distance between driver of A and guard of B. Now see, both the trains are moving. So after some time, the train A would have gone forward. So train A reached somewhere here. Okay. And what about train B? The train B is also following. So the train B will also follow. So let us mark the distance covered by driver of the train A. Driver of the train A was here and moved to this point. That is the distance traveled by train A in that period, in 50 seconds. But that train is going with a constant speed of 20 meters per second. Okay. Easily you can calculate the distance. Now what about the guard of the second train? Guard of the second train will also go forward and overtaking, by accelerating, overtakes the other train and reaches here, just like this one. So guard is now brushing past the driver of A. What is the distance traveled by the guard of that train B during this time? You can see this is the distance traveled by the guard. We can call it as distance traveled by B, because when guard travels that distance, every point on that train travels the same distance, SB. Now look at the diagram. What is the relation between SB and SA? This SB can be split into two here, and one portion will be equal to SA and the other portion is the original distance between them. Now you can easily make a relation between these two. What is that? We can say S traveled by the train B is nothing but S traveled by A plus the original distance, and this happens in a time 50 seconds. Train B is accelerating, so we have to use the equation S equal to ut plus half at square. Train A is uniform motion, you use S equal to u into t, initial velocity into time. So substituting that one, SB you should write initial velocity of B into time taken plus half into acceleration of B into t square equal to SA, uniform motion, initial velocity of A into t plus the distance between them, d. So if you solve the last equation, you get the answer. Let us try. ub, initial velocity of b is 20. It is 20. So 20 into time is 50 plus acceleration of train b is given as 1 into 50 square equal to ua is again 20 into time is 50 plus the original distance between them. You can see that there is 20 into 50 on either side. That actually cancels, right? If you take this is 1000, that is 1000. If you take that to the left side, then 1000 minus 1000 cancels. So you don't have to calculate it actually. Now what is left is half into 1 into 50 square, and that you can see that this is nothing but half into 50 square is 2500. That is the original distance between them. So d equal to 2500. You should know that we converted the unit into meter per second. So the answer must be in meter. So 2500 divided by 2 will be the answer. That is 1250 meter. Why is it meter? Because we converted the unit into meter per second, and we use the time as second. So the answer is 1250. So the original distance between guard of B and driver of A is 1250 meter.